While you were sleeping, Texas Democrats walked off the Senate floor, blocking a controversial voting bill. Now, Governor Greg Abbott is vowing to defund the state legislature. Stephanie Whitfield explains the battle over Senate Bill 7.
Senate Bill 7 is delayed, not dead. Governor Greg Abbott has already said it's being added to the special session agenda. The bill limits polling hours, scales back Sunday voting, and bans drive-through and 24-hour voting, which was used for the first time in Harris County during the pandemic. It led to record-breaking turnout. Democrats call SB 7 a voter suppression bill, hurting people of color most. Republicans argue it's necessary to prevent fraud and protect the voting system.
They say everything is bigger in Texas. If Senate Bill 7 had passed last night, that would have been true for voter suppression too.
Governor Greg Abbott released a statement saying ensuring the integrity of our elections and reforming a broken bail system remain emergencies in Texas. They will be added to the special session agenda. And the governor decides when that happens. He can call a special session as soon as tomorrow. So the fight over SB 7 is far from over. Stephanie Whitfield, KHOU 11 News.